Are you finding it challenging to make ends meet? Do you often feel like you have more month left than money? If so, this video is for you. We'll explore some practical and easy frugal tips to help you cut down on your spending and achieve your financial goals. Frugal living isn't just about not spending any money. It's about smart spending that aligns with your needs and priorities. By adopting these strategies, you can free up extra funds in your budget and avoid unnecessary financial strain. Number 1, set clear financial goals. Setting clear financial goals is the foundation of successful money management. Without well-defined objectives, it's challenging to make informed financial decisions and curb unnecessary spending. The first step is to identify your financial priorities. Do you want to build an emergency fund to cover unexpected expenses? Are you burdened by debt and want to become debt-free? Perhaps you have long-term goals like buying a house or retiring comfortably. Once you've established your goals, break them down into smaller, achievable milestones. For example, if your aim is to save $5,000 for an emergency fund, set incremental targets for each month or quarter. This approach makes your goals less overwhelming and allows you to celebrate progress along the way. Having specific objectives creates a sense of direction and motivation. You'll be more inclined to control your spending when you can see how each purchase either brings you closer or sets you further away from your goals. Whenever you're tempted to make an impulse purchase, pause and consider how it aligns with your financial objectives. Additionally, setting clear financial goals helps you prioritize your spending. You'll be less likely to spend money on frivolous items when you understand the impact it can have on your long-term aspirations. This shift in mindset encourages frugal living by focusing on essential needs rather than indulgences. Regularly track your progress towards these financial goals. Use budgeting tools or apps to monitor your income, expenses, and savings. Seeing tangible progress will reinforce your commitment to smart spending and maintaining discipline in your financial habits. Number 2, identify and eliminate wasteful spending. When it comes to curbing your spending, one of the most effective strategies is to identify and eliminate wasteful spending. Analyzing your spending habits is essential in this process, as it helps you pinpoint areas where you may be unknowingly wasting money. By taking a closer look at your expenses, you can make conscious choices to cut back on non-essential spending and have a significant impact on your budget. One common area where people tend to overspend is dining out. While it's convenient and enjoyable to eat at restaurants, the costs can quickly add up. Consider reducing the frequency of dining out and instead opt for cooking meals at home. Not only will this save you money, but it will also allow you to have more control over the quality and nutritional value of your meals. Impulsive purchases can also drain your budget. Before buying something, take a moment to evaluate whether it's a necessary purchase or simply a fleeting desire. Delaying gratification can help you make more informed decisions and avoid unnecessary expenses. Additionally, consider implementing a waiting period, such as a 24-hour rule, where you give yourself time to think about a purchase before making it. Often, you'll find that you no longer feel the same urgency to buy the item. Excessive entertainment costs can also be a source of wasteful spending. Evaluate your subscriptions, memberships, and entertainment expenses to determine if there are any areas where you can cut back. For example, you could consider canceling subscriptions you rarely use or finding lower-cost alternatives for entertainment, such as free community events or borrowing books and movies from the library. Being mindful of these expenses is crucial. It's easy to overlook small purchases, but they can accumulate and have a significant impact on your budget. Keeping track of your expenses, either through a budgeting app or a simple spreadsheet, can help you stay accountable and aware of where your money is going. Number 3, embrace the no-spend month challenge. Embracing the no-spend month challenge can be a transformative experience for your finances. During this month-long journey, you commit to a radical shift in your spending habits, focusing solely on essential expenses like groceries and bills. The primary goal is to eliminate discretionary purchases and instead utilize what you already have in your possession. To begin, take some time to evaluate your regular spending patterns. Identify areas where you tend to overspend or make impulsive purchases. This self-awareness will help you prepare mentally for the challenge ahead. Create a list of essential expenses that you cannot avoid, such as rent or mortgage payments, utilities, and groceries. These will be the only categories where spending is allowed. Once you've set the ground rules, it's time to plan for the month. Stock up on necessary groceries and household supplies before the challenge starts. This will ensure that you have everything you need to sustain yourself without needing to make additional purchases. During the no-spend month, adopt a resourceful mindset. Reuse and repurpose items you already own instead of buying new ones. Get creative with your meals, using ingredients from your pantry and freezer to create delicious and budget-friendly dishes. To avoid the temptation of spending, unsubscribe from retail newsletters, avoid online shopping platforms, and steer clear of malls or stores unless it's absolutely necessary. Consider unfollowing social media accounts that promote excessive consumerism, as they can inadvertently influence your spending decisions. Engage in free or low-cost activities for entertainment. Instead of going out to restaurants or movie theaters, plan a picnic in the park, have a movie night at home, or explore local nature trails. The No Spend Month Challenge is an excellent opportunity to declutter your living space. As you focus on using what you have, you might discover forgotten items that can replace the desire to buy something new. Throughout the challenge, it's crucial to stay motivated and remind yourself of the long-term benefits. Embrace the sense of accomplishment that comes from staying committed to your financial goals and breaking free from the cycle of unnecessary spending. As the month comes to a close, take stock of the money you've saved and reflect on the lessons learned. Carry these newfound frugal habits forward, incorporating them into your daily life. Remember that the No Spend Month Challenge isn't just a one-time event. It can be a stepping stone toward a more mindful and financially responsible lifestyle. Number 4, overcome emotional buying. Emotional buying is a common yet detrimental habit that can wreak havoc on our finances. It occurs when we use shopping as a way to cope with emotions, such as stress, anxiety, sadness, or even boredom. In the short term, it may provide temporary relief, but in the long run, it leads to financial strain and clutter in our lives. Overcoming emotional buying requires a conscious effort and a shift in our approach to dealing with emotions. The first step is to recognize the triggers that lead to emotional spending. It could be a bad day at work, a fight with a loved one, or simply feeling down. Once we identify these triggers, we can start building healthier coping mechanisms. Instead of turning to shopping, we can turn to alternative activities that bring us joy and relief. One of the best alternatives to emotional buying is exercise. Engaging in physical activities not only helps release endorphins, the feel-good hormones, but also promotes overall well-being. Whether it's going for a run, practicing yoga, or hitting the gym, exercise can be an excellent way to combat stress and improve our mood without costing us anything. Spending quality time with loved ones is another effective way to address emotional needs without spending money unnecessarily. Talking to a friend, spending time with family, or simply being around those who care about us can provide emotional support and comfort during tough times. Pursuing hobbies and interests can also be a productive way to channel our emotions. Engaging in creative activities like painting, writing, or playing a musical instrument allows us to express ourselves and find solace in the process. To further resist emotional buying, it's essential to create barriers between our emotions and the act of purchasing. One practical strategy is to impose a waiting period before making any non-essential purchases. Give yourself a day or two to reconsider whether the purchase is genuinely necessary or just an emotional impulse. It's important to be compassionate with ourselves during this process. Breaking the cycle of emotional buying takes time, and setbacks are normal. By acknowledging our progress and being patient with ourselves, we can gradually develop healthier spending habits and regain control over our finances. Number 5, set realistic budgeting goals. Setting realistic budgeting goals is essential for achieving financial stability and ensuring that you are living within your means. A budget acts as a financial roadmap guiding you towards your objectives while preventing you from falling into unnecessary debt. To begin, gather all your financial information, including your income, expenses, debts, and savings. Having a clear picture of your financial situation is crucial in creating an effective budget. Start by listing your essential expenses, such as housing, utilities, groceries, transportation, and insurance. These are the necessities that you must cover each month. Be thorough and realistic in estimating these costs, and leave some room for unexpected expenses. Next, evaluate your discretionary spending, which includes non-essential items like dining out, entertainment, and shopping. Identify areas where you can cut back without sacrificing your quality of life. Small adjustments in these areas can add up to significant savings over time. Now, allocate a portion of your income towards savings and debt repayment. Establishing an emergency fund is a top priority. Aim to save at least 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses to provide a safety net during unexpected situations like job loss or medical emergencies. If you have debts, prioritize paying them off. Start with high-interest debts first, such as credit card balances, as they can quickly accumulate and become a financial burden. Make extra payments whenever possible to accelerate your debt payoff process. As you create your budget, be realistic about your income and expenses. Avoid overestimating your earnings and underestimating your expenses, as this can lead to unrealistic expectations and frustration. To track your spending, consider using budgeting apps or spreadsheets. Regularly review your budget to ensure that you are staying on track and making progress towards your financial goals. Reevaluate your budget periodically, especially when there are significant life changes like a job switch, marriage, or having children. Adapting your budget to these changes will help you maintain control of your finances. Remember, sticking to a budget requires discipline and self-awareness. It's normal to face occasional temptations to overspend, but keeping your long-term financial objectives in mind will help you make smarter choices. Number 6, practice Do I Need This? Test. Practicing the Do I Need This? Test is a powerful tool to curb your spending and promote frugal living. In today's consumer-driven society, we are constantly bombarded with advertisements and temptations to buy the latest gadgets, trendy clothes, or luxurious items. However, adopting a more mindful approach to spending can lead to significant financial benefits and a clutter-free life. When faced with a potential purchase, take a moment to pause and ask yourself, do I really need this? This simple question serves as a reality check and helps you differentiate between wants and needs. By giving yourself time to reflect, you can detach from the impulse of the moment and make more rational decisions. The Do I Need This? Test encourages you to assess the item's true value in your life. Consider its purpose and how it aligns with your goals and priorities. Will it genuinely enhance your well-being, or is it a fleeting desire that will lose its appeal after a short time? Another aspect to contemplate is whether the item duplicates something you already own. Often, we end up with multiples of the same thing, leading to unnecessary clutter and wasteful spending. Assess if the new item brings any unique benefits that outweigh those of what you already have. Additionally, think about the long-term implications of the purchase. Frugal living involves understanding the opportunity cost of each expenditure. Money spent on one thing means less money available for other essential needs or savings. Is the item worth sacrificing potential financial security or delaying progress towards your financial goals? Furthermore, consider alternative solutions. If the item is truly beneficial, are there more cost-effective ways to acquire it? Can you borrow, rent, or purchase it secondhand? Exploring alternatives can help you find the most economical option without compromising on quality or functionality. Moreover, by practicing the Do I Need This? Test consistently, you can develop better spending habits and become more resilient against impulse, buying, and emotional spending. Over time, this mindful approach will lead to significant savings and a stronger financial position. Number 7, live below the median. Living below the median income in your area is a powerful frugal living strategy that can have a significant impact on your financial well-being. The median income represents the midpoint of all incomes in your locality, which means half the population earns less, and the other half earns more. By deliberately choosing to live below this income threshold, you embrace a mindset of conscious and mindful spending. This approach helps you avoid the trap of lifestyle inflation where your expenses rise as your income increases. Instead of increasing your spending to match your earnings, you opt for a simpler and more intentional lifestyle. One of the primary advantages of living below the median is the ability to save more money. With a lower cost of living, you can allocate a larger portion of your income to savings, investments, and debt repayment. This can accelerate your progress towards financial goals, such as building an emergency fund, buying a home, or achieving financial independence. Living below the median also enables you to break free from the pressure of keeping up with the Joneses. In a society that often promotes materialism and consumerism, this mindset shift allows you to focus on what truly matters to you and your loved ones. You'll find that contentment and happiness can come from experiences, relationships, and personal growth, rather than from material possessions. Choosing to live below the median income often involves making deliberate and thoughtful decisions about where to spend your money. You become more conscious of your needs versus wants, and you prioritize spending on things that align with your values and long-term objectives. This frugal approach can lead to a simplified and clutter-free lifestyle. You'll likely adopt habits like buying second-hand items, reducing energy consumption, and being more environmentally friendly. It also encourages creativity as you find innovative ways to make the most of your resources without sacrificing quality of life. Number 8. Explore frugal living tips. Frugal living is a mindful approach to managing your finances that allows you to save money on everyday expenses without compromising your lifestyle. One essential aspect of frugality is being conscious of your spending habits. Before making a purchase, ask yourself if it's a genuine need or just a want. By prioritizing needs over wants, you can avoid unnecessary expenses. Creating and sticking to a budget is another crucial aspect of frugal living. A budget helps you track your income and expenses, enabling you to identify areas where you can cut back and save more. Cooking at home is a simple yet effective way to save money. By preparing meals at home, you not only save on dining out expenses, but also have better control over the quality of ingredients used. Buying in bulk is a smart strategy to reduce costs. Look for opportunities to purchase items like non-perishable goods, toiletries, and cleaning supplies in larger quantities, as it often comes with lower unit prices. Additionally, keep an eye out for discounts, coupons, and promotional offers. Loyalty programs and cashback apps can help you find deals and save money on regular purchases. Frugal living doesn't mean sacrificing entertainment. Look for free or low-cost activities in your community, such as parks, hiking trails, and local events. Utilize resources like libraries for borrowing books, movies, and attending workshops without any cost. Furthermore, consider evaluating your cable TV and subscription services. You might discover that cutting down on unnecessary subscriptions can lead to substantial savings. By adopting these frugal living tips, you can develop smarter spending habits and achieve your financial goals while still enjoying a fulfilling lifestyle. Curb your spending and achieve your financial goals with these easy, frugal living tips. Remember, it's about making smart choices and focusing on what truly matters. By being mindful of your spending habits, you can free up extra money to build a more secure financial future. So, start implementing these strategies today and take control of your finances.